Alright. Ultimate Anthropologist Slab. Tell me your secrets. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... Is that just the sheath that's there? It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it. Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. No, not really. Because Kyo wouldn't do that. And that would also be way too convenient. Like, that would incriminate him. That would be dumb as heck.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it. Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. So I want to check. Oh, what are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the sounds? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance? Yup, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue and the cage already, but I guess we need that white sheet too. I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either. That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet. Study? I feel like that was probably the same word in Japanese and I just didn't translate that way for whatever reason. So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and there was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it? Yup, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover. So this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the caged child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here. Shit, boy. Is that even Japanese? I guess so. I'm not very good at reading alternative fonts yet, though. Yixing is a form of Chinese divination. Kind of. It's not about telling the future so much as about seeking a guide. But, like, if you look at these lines here, they are different combinations. Like, there's every potential set, or there would normally be every potential set you could roll out of 8 combinations. It looks like the top one is altered for this magic circle. That's a broken circle. That's not good for magic. These guys need to do their research. Anyway, Yixing. Normally it would have 8 combinations. Basically, you do a thing 3 times. Traditionally, it's counting Euro stocks, but in modern forms of Yixing, it's flipping a coin. And then the result of that, based on a number, will give you either Yang or Yin. And you do that 3 times, and you get your combination. And those are the lines. That's what those mean. The unbroken line, I believe, is Yin, and the broken line is Yang. So then you use these in Yixing. This is obviously not quite it, but it's similar. Each of them corresponds to a certain element, and then you go and read the assert fortune from the given element based on the combination you got. In Yixing, you actually do that 6 times, but there's only 3 listed here. But I guess there are more general types of Yixing too. But this is totally based off of that. I can't really tell in this kind of font what those kanji are. I think that one looks kind of like fire, but they're too messy to tell for sure, at least for me. So, so this obviously isn't actually an Asian thing, but it's definitely inspired by it. Yeah, Kyo's drawing in the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium and a dark place with no light. Why is it 5 though? I would have expected that number to be represented in the magic circle somewhere. I guess one person is at each corner and then the spirit medium is in the center. But that circle really should be closed. Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterwards, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Finally, the dog god must be played on top of the cage. They're gonna like pull off the sheet, and Kyo's gonna be fucking dead, probably. I would like that if so, because that would be way more interesting. We've never had a murder mid-investigation before. Finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during preparations. During preparations or during the thing? Because if the spirit medium is in the middle, depending on how big the circle is, you might need to step on it, which is also not good. Like, you'd have to open a door, and that's not especially good to do once a ritual is started. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue? When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. Okay, so that's supposed to take up like the whole room. They would have to step in the circle. That's not good. There are basic magical principles that gotta be followed. Now, granted, that is a Western ideology, so probably quite different from Eastern stuff this is based off of. So I will shut right up. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song, ask, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit. And that's all it says. That sounds complicated. Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. Since I was fortunate to obtain one of these copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate. Oh yeah! He said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. But is it even possible, contacting Anji's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh? You should see how it plays out with your own eyes. There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet. Maybe it's better if you join them, but wouldn't that be an extra person? That's not good. You think so? Oh, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking. Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, and then left the room. You can deal with the seance. I'll head back to the crime scene to re-examine the clues. The Cage Child book is still here. Kyo said that he's read it so many times he can recite it by memory. I suppose he doesn't need it to perform the seance. Alright, I'm gonna check out the side rooms before I do anything. Just to make sure there's nothing weird about them. So the seance is to be performed in the middle room. I can't do that apparently, which makes me even more suspicious. Like, these rooms have got to serve a purpose for having 3 of them. That's a large part of why I think something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us, is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join. Yeah, see, that would have been a problem. Oh, man! What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Honestly, that is actually not a bad call because a robot might not count as a person for the purposes of occult stuff. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo. Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come. That's why we're apologizing. No one's apologized yet. Fine, fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad at us and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us. Why would I do that? Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What did I do? So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings. Do not enter the magic circle that I have drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. There's a huge hole in your circle anyway, bruh. You drew this magic circle with salt? I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed. That seems counterintuitive to me, because maybe there's some stuff I don't know, but salt is usually for keeping spirits out. Maybe that's why there's a break in it. Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it also may unleash a curse. Got it. I'll be careful. Huh. Reminded of what we said about the floorboards being empty underneath and such. Supposing that we pick up the cage and Kyo's suddenly dead under it, then I bet something connected to how he was murdered will be from under the floorboards. Kind of like with Tertere. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture. I mean, honestly, if you understand it, although the picture would be good to double check, but it's pretty formulaic. I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the caged child's song memorized. You must do the same. I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. At last, at long last, young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage, at mountain's bottom within the darkness. At long last, how many will there be by dawn? Will there be 2 or just 1? Do chapter 3s and the double murder, I'm telling you. I so expect him to be fucking dead when we lift up that cage. Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At long last. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, we will be unable to read in the dark. We have to memorize the lyrics now? You are a detective, so I suspect your memory should be up to the task. Here is the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
じゃあ
Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
興奮するよね
Yay! We finally get to see Angie!
さて
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. Oh, it's not gonna be him. So whoever they pick's fucking dead, probably. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. Somehow I didn't think Himiko was the type to die. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in. No, I'll do it. Goodbye, Tenko. It was nice knowing you. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. Yeah? You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you've finished saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please. Tenko. Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. These are some final words if ever I've heard them. The death flags are raised, bros. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good. So, now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Hi.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
では口寄せ役の茶柱さんには
I would like the
中央
spirit
の円の
medium
中に入ってもらうけど
to sit within the center of the circle.
魔法陣を
Be
踏ま
sure
ない
to
よう
walk
に
on the path
中
so
央
as
の
not
円
to
へとつ
disturb
ながる
the
通路
magic
を歩いて
circle.
くれる
Right in the circle. That's a broken circle. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like to me. Make sure you watch your step, since it's so dark in here.
次に
Next,
そ
you
の円
must
の
be as
中
a
で
turtle within
亀
that
になっても
circle.
らいたいんだけど目印の石を置くから
Please rest your
そこ
forehead
に額をつけ
upon
た
the
体
stone
勢でお
marker
願い
I've
する
laid here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
これは
Certainly,
地面に額を
it
つ
is
ける
merely
ための
needed
目印だから
as a marker
何で
for
もいい
her
のさ
forehead to rest upon. Like this.
ちょっと体
This
勢が
may be
苦しいかも
uncomfortable,
しれないけど
but please
終わる
endure
まで
it
我慢して
until
ね
the seance is complete.
決して途
Whatever
中
you
で
do,
顔を上げた
You
り
mustn't raise your
体
head
勢を変えたりして
or
はいけ
change
ないよ
positions. Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
さて
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. Isn't Tenko's crouched position kind of reminiscent of how Angie's was? And where there was a rock, wasn't there duct tape? Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
そうだ
First, we must place this iron cage atop Kenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. Please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
まさに荷が重いよ。鉄でできてるだけあっ
It's
て
made of iron,
結構重い
so
ね。
no wonder it's heavy. Hold on, don't just drop it on top of me.
わかってるよ。
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this. There's flags all over the place. Please don't jinx us. That lowers a flag. Phew. I'm tired. So next week have to play a basket with a white cloth, right?
その役目
I
は
shall
僕が
take
や
that
るよ
role.
さてこ
Alright.
れでよし
Everything is prepared.
茶柱さん
Denko,
大丈夫
how are you doing? Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
じゃあ
The
犬
final
神
step
様の
is to
木
place the
像を乗せ
wooden
るんだけ
statue
ど
of the dog god atop the cage.
これは4人
The
で
four
や
of
ろう
us
か
may need to do this
犬
together.
神様は
The
かなりの
statue
重量だから
is
ね
quite heavy. Yeah. Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy. Holy crap! This weighs a ton!
いや
No,
せい
it
ぜい
is not much
80
more
キロ
than
くらいだと思う
175 pounds. Phew, I'm totally wiped. Could I use my magic to carry it easily? But seances and magic don't mix. Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
そもそも
The
高
iron
齢術
cage
用
was
の
made
鉄カゴだか
specifically
ら
for
ね
seances,
重
so
さに
it
耐え
can
られ
hold
るようにで
this
きて
weight.
いるはずだよ
Oh, okay. I guess that's fine then.
じゃあ
Now,
僕らは魔法
let us
陣から
exit
出
the
ようか
magic circle.
出る
Take
時
care
も
to
魔法
avoid
陣を踏ま
disturbing
ない
it.
ように気をつけてね さて
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance. It's really like, Tenko, are you okay? It's over, it's over. She's not responding. What? Hurry, get the cage off. She's dead. What?
じゃあ
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner.
そろそろ部屋を暗く
Now
しよう
we
か
darken the room.
ろうそくの位置
Kokichi
が近
and
いのは
Shuichi
大
are
間君と
closest
犀原
to the
君
candles.
じゃあ
Please
ろ
blow
う
out
そ
the
くを消して
candles.
戻ってきてく
You
れるか
should be able to follow the walls in the
壁
dark.
沿いに歩けば暗くても問題ないよね
So, go back to the corner of the room after it's dark? Okay, got it.
夢野さんはそ
You
の
need
まま
to
動
prove,
かないで
Yumiko.
いいよ
There are many
君
gaps
の
in the
そばの
floor
床
near
は
you.
隙間が空いてて危ないからね
Yeah, got it.
部屋が暗くなっ
Once
た
the room
ら
is dark,
僕が
I
歌い
will
出す
begin
か
the
ら
song.
みん
Please
なもそれに合
sing
わせて
along
歌
with
ってくれ
me.
るかなその歌の
Then
後で
I will call
僕が
out
与
to
永さんの
Angie
霊に呼びかけるけ
until she
ど
replies.
彼
There
女が
must
答えるまでは
be
死後
silence.
現金で頼むよ
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
そうだね
Correct. I brought
倉庫
matches
から
from
マ
the
ッチを持っ
warehouse,
てきたか
so
ら
please use
これ
those.
でろうそくに火をつけてくれるかな
およじゃあろうそくの火を消すね
Okie dokie, I'll blow out the candle now. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark, I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark. Really? I moved along the wall back to my corner, then began the singing.
とうとらとうた
Kyo led us all in the caged child song.
いんのこおんのこお山の下で
They harmonized pretty well for not rehearsing. Like, not great, but there's a little bit going on. At least 2 of them. Maybe 3. At times.
カゴからでやるは双子が一子
What?
陰
That thunk wasn't supposed to happen. Tenko's fucking dead.
の黒鷹
I guess the way I would be most surprised if it was somebody other than Tenko, like she actually switched bodies.
とうとらとうた
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
ね
Is the caged child Anji Yonaga? He began calling. Now if the medium answers,
えね
is the caged child Anji Yonaga? What's going on?
えね
Is the caged child Anji Yonaga?
どうしたんじゃ？
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
え待って
Himiko, I was very clear that you are not to speak, yes?
うん
But something's weird. Why won't she answer?
ー
Maybe it failed?
そうだな
Let's light the candles briefly.
え
What? Is that okay?
ま
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. There's blood under there.
あ
Oh, Tenko, sweetheart. She had good last moments. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
そんなはずは
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
なんじゃ？
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
あれ？
Tenko?
そうだね
Ah, I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her.
西し
She follows orders well. How about we let her out for now?
待って
Wait. Dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
ち
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around. But whatever. I can't believe I didn't notice the blood. There was clearly blood. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
じゃあ布を
Now
取る
I will remove the sheet. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
おや
Oh,
もしや
something is amiss. Yeah? So Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on them. But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Tango! Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and